And also too, okay, so we have this whole thing with immigration, people coming over illegally, legally, whatever. Everyone wants to look at America as the melting pot. We should take everyone that has issues, as far as give them asylum if they feel that they are in danger. And at this point, right now, Trump is vetting out who is coming into our country. Because, yeah, there are other countries out there that let in immigrants and foreigners willy nilly, and they're seeing a major uprising against the people that are trying to help them out. They're trying to get a free whatever. Okay. But here's the thing. If we're taking in, well, we've taken in so many different cultures. If you go to World Immigration Census or World Immigration Stats, you can see how many Americans reside overseas. You can see how many people that are, from the Middle East to Africa, Asia, North America, South America, whatever, Mexico, that are coming into here getting naturalized. They're wanting to get away from dictators, from ways of life that they don't agree with because they like the American way. So, and we also have trade. We also have American interests. Yes, like oil. Yes, like different textiles and different who knows what as far as the gross domestic product imports and exports, all of that. So we have a say. We definitely, if we have the world coming into our country trying to get asylum, we have a say in what goes on out there. We have a say that if somebody is compromising American interests, whether it's oil, whether it's embassies, whether it's little countries that are being bullied by other countries that don't agree with us, we have a say when we are involved in trade, when we are involved in political stuff, when we have a United Nations that wants to make sure that we have the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, that will govern the conduct of nations. And that is where George Bush Sr., I understand now where he came from. Because there are countries, and we can't control Saudi Arabia and how they do stuff. We can't. We can't control, we try to do our best we can. We try to do diplomacy. We can't tell every country to just stop with the way they do stuff because they have certain things. But as soon they have certain things that they feel is important, and we can't get involved with everything. But as soon as American interests are being compromised or being challenged, or as soon as Western interests like the UK and England and all that, Australian, whatever, as soon as they're being challenged and compromised, you can bet your ass we're going to be in there legislating something. We're going to be in there trying to figure out how we can create stability to protect our interests. And that is your job as a Western American, UK, Australian citizen, UN citizen, is to back up those that are protecting your fucking interests. Okay? I don't care your politics. If you don't want, war for oil, I don't really care, but you happen to take advantage of it. You put heat on, you drive a freaking car, okay, and you don't want war for oil, but I can tell you those that are like, oh, no war for oil, they're driving their cars on the internet, being a major hypocrite. So I have no problem with protecting our interests, our way of life. If there's ways of which we can save on not having to depend upon these things, great. But obviously, yes, there's money, but we need to have money in this world at this point. There's 7 billion people we have to feed and clothe and protect. 7 billion people. If we didn't have 7 billion people, we wouldn't worry about how much oil we have to go and protect, or how much, textiles, or how much food, or how much of this, or whatever it is that we need. We wouldn't worry about it. But we have 7 billion people. We have 300 million alone in America. 300 million that we have to protect the interests of. You can bet your ass I'm going to want to make sure that if we have a stake in those oil fields to keep us and then whoever it is that we deal with alive, hell freaking yeah. We can pay the Iraqis if they would have an infrastructure that would work with the West, so that way there's a clean trading type of thing. But you guys don't know what goes on behind the scenes. All you're seeing is the reactions, but you don't know what triggered those reactions to begin with. Maybe you keep up on stuff, maybe you don't. So, when we have people looking for asylum over here because they want to get away from dictator regimes, they want to get away from infrastructures that are not working, then of course we have a say in what goes on over there if we're taking in your people. And you can be all angry face you want, whoever you are. You can be all angry face you want. But yes, you know, I paid my dues. I enlisted in the military. Okay? I got out, yes, through a lot of different reasons, but I paid my dues. So if you don't like America, oh yeah, block me now. That's right, you block me now. Perfect. But I'm telling you what, you know who you are. Those of you that are anti-American, you know who you are. So see you later. But yeah, I'm all for it. And if you can't back up your own country, then you are anti-American. So whatever. But no matter who's in office, whether it's Obama, whether it's whoever it is, I don't care who it is. Whoever is in office, I will support. And if we're going to take in your people, then we have a say what goes on in your government. We definitely have a say. Bruno Tumadai. Bye. Who else? Who is that? Lori Blackwell Coffin. That's really, 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 obviously, yeah. Coffin. But yes. America takes in everybody. We help everybody. We have a freaking say in what goes on out there. If you guys didn't want to escape your country and you didn't want to come here, then we wouldn't care what goes on over there. But people are escaping regimes. They're wanting to come to America so they can get freedom, have an opportunity. But we can't take everybody in Mexico. We can't take everybody in different places. I got lucky enough during the Vietnam War to be brought over here. Okay, and I've paid my dues and I'm helping my fellow Americans. What the hell are you doing? People who are against America, who live in America, what the hell are you doing besides undermining the very hand that feeds you, besides biting the very hand that feeds you? So I'm over it. I'm so over it. So over it. So I don't mind losing people who are in Jilly Juice and who don't like Trump. I don't mind losing them because I never had them to begin with. I don't mind losing anyone that will undermine their own country because they have problems. I don't mind because I never had you to begin with. So you can be all angry faced all you want, but Trump is still your president. And you should support every single sitting president until the Supreme Court says not to. The Supreme Court is the last say. Okay? So if we're taking in foreigners, then it means that obviously where they're living is not giving them what they need. And we do have a say because guess what? Every single person is money. Whenever you do a business transaction like taking in a citizen from another country, we have a say what goes on over there because we don't want to have however many Mexicans in Mexico coming all the way into America because they're already trying to do that. And then you have places like Sweden or whatever that have all these foreigners are in there rioting, causing instability because nobody wants to work for what they have. They want freebies. Okay? You got to work for what you have. Nothing is free in this world. Oh my God. But I didn't know that when I was younger. I thought that we should be able to eat whatever the hell we want, not work, and just live off the government and live off whatever, mooch off of somebody else. But, you know, there you go. That's exactly, you know, that's the thing with Jilly Juice. It wakes you up. It opens your freaking eyes. It opens your eyes. And then you don't take the BS. Then you don't take the BS. Why did you friend request me, Ryan Falbo? Delete. But yeah, I have a lot of anti-Americans on my feed right now. Part of the conspiracy world. That are the ones planting seeds, causing instability in countries as well as America. A lot of anti-Americans on my Facebook right now. Thinking that the American government's trying to kill them and all that. And I'm okay with releasing all of you. Do Jilly Juice. Do freaking Jilly Juice. Support your government until the Supreme Court says that maybe you shouldn't. Because if the Supreme Court topples down and the legislature topples down and Congress topples down and your president topples down, What kind of fucking country do you have now? Now you have anarchy. Is that what you want? Oh, that's what people want. They want anarchy. They want death and chaos. It's not going to happen. Support your government. Support Trump. Support your troops. Support the wars we have to get into to protect the interests. And if you don't, somebody is going to take you away because you're going to be now a traitor to America. So if you want to put yourself on that side of the lines, fine. I'm not going to bail you out. And neither will Jilly Juice, because you won't have access to Jilly Juice when you're in jail because you're a traitor to America. Bye.